Hey everyone, it's Saturday morning and I'm out here getting ready to start working on some fencing at my father-in-law's place. I picked up, it's about 30 acres when it's all going to be fenced in, and I'm trying to get some of these fences put up and move some of my ram lambs up here. I'll try to show you a little bit what we got going on here. So there's a soybean field over here, that's not part of it, but all this right here, the whole way over those tree line over there, and then that field out there I planted about let's see, a week and a half ago. I don't know if you can really see, but there's a little bit of green starting to show up over there, and none of that has fence around it, so it's going to be a little bit of a project to get all that stuff done. But there's about 10 acres here that was a cattle pasture, and it's got 3-strand fence, hot wire on about half of it, and so I'm fixing that up and hopefully gonna try to move some sheep in here today, and then the other half of it back along this tree line, and there's a lane right over there. I gotta put fence up over there today too, to get the rest of this 10 acres ready, and then it'll be a continuing project to get fence around the 20-acre field out there. So we'll see what all we get done today. I'm hoping to get a decent bit of this fencing done and maybe move the ram lambs up here today too, but we'll see what all we get done. You gonna help me out here today, or what you doing? You just sitting there watching? I could use any help I can get. Can you drag some wire for me? Hey, where'd you go? Wire in the top clips. You know how to do,
yeah.
You know how to do that, right? Just put this on and then wrap it around the post. I'll tighten it up and stuff later. Yeah, go. Carson can put it in the clips. Carson, you can either do it on the way back or on the way.
Might be better.
You might be better just to wait, Carson, until he's done pull. Just help him pull, and then on the way back. All right, we got 3 wires put up separating the existing pasture from the soybean field, and I'm down here at the corner here. So eventually we'll have to take a fence from this corner up there to where the soybeans quit up there. There's a pretty deep ditch right here, and so we'll have to figure out something on the fencing side for that. You can see a little bit some of the grazing I planted up here. And I'm not exactly sure what we're going to do with this fence line yet. It needs to be moved, at least up that way. It needs to be moved up against those pine trees. And I planted a little bit of grazing out here. We worked a little bit of this up to smooth it out some. It was kind of rough down here, so I planted some grazing out there, and there's actually a little bit of wild ryegrass coming right there. Some clover, and then up here's the stuff that I planted, the oats and ryegrass and clover. It's a couple days coming up here in the high 70s and 80s. That should get that stuff going good. But yeah, I got this line done. Now we'll move up and do another one. Now, I think what we'll do is go up there and start putting in posts. We're gonna fence in this small patch of trees right here.
Yeah.
And so we're gonna go up there where up there by the yard where that line goes, and we're gonna put posts and wire along the lane out to the end of those trees. So I think that's what we'll focus on next. So this is where we got to put our next fence up, starting up there about where the truck is. There's just about maybe an acre of small pine trees here that we're gonna actually be fencing into. The fence will run along this lane up there to those pines up there. Just a little bit of water down here. So way off over there in the distance is the fence line that we just put up against that soybean field. And now this is where we're going to be, these are the trees that we're going to fence in, and then we'll put a fence right along that edge of trees. And that'll be about 10 acres from here to the soybean field. The one challenge that I do have is this low area drains through two massive culverts. So I'm gonna have to figure out how to keep the sheep from going through there. So if anyone has any good ideas, you can let me know. It's gonna be a small challenge, but we'll figure something out. These things are like 4 foot tall. Here, right beside it. So the first one is about right here. Okay, roughly. I mean, it don't have to be exact. The other one's about right above your knee, and this one here is about right at your pocket. Okay, so the ring on your boot's just above your knee and right here at your pocket.
Come on, Aaron. Gotta go turn that one. Okay. Go!
Well, I got all 3 wires pulled out here along the lane. I'm wanting to put a wood post in here and on the other end if I have time today, but I think I'm gonna stop for a minute and go move the ram lambs up here, look through them. I think there's 1 or 2 that need to be dewormed, and so I'm gonna move those up here, get water to them, and get them on some of this new pasture. And I have about an acre that's ready for them, so that won't last very long, but I'm hoping next week I'll have the rest of this 10 acres finished up, and then I can turn them loose on 10 acres. Got about 3/4 of them turned out. Got a few more to go. Just checking their eyelids and deworming a few of them if they need it. I got the water hooked up. Got some feed out there for them. The fence is hot. And they're all out there grazing away. There ain't a whole lot out here. It's not even quite an acre that they're on. So I need to keep busy this week and get all of this fenced in back here. And I have about 10 acres to go on. And down in that area, there's some decent forage down there for them. So that'll be the goal for this week. Thanks for tuning in. We'll catch y'all next time.